Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we are diving into winter healing. And this is a 3-card reading. It is not a pick a card reading. This will be telling a little story through 3 cards. And we're going to answer some questions with those cards. So the first question is, what part of you needs healing? That's card number 1. Card number 2 is how to begin the healing process. And card number 3, what healing will bring to your life. Oh. I will not be surprised to see Cups and Pentacles sitting in that 3rd spot. Maybe even the Magician. That would be kind of funny, right? Especially when you're watching me shuffle the cards. Okay, so I gave them a good shuffle before we came on as well. Rang the bell, did all the things to clear the cards. So we have card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. We won't be reading reversals for this reading. See, this is me always making sure the deck is in the shot. So no one can say, you were playing with the cards off screen. So there we go. Okay, card number 1. What part of you needs healing? The Chariot. The Chariot. I'm going to look at timing of the Chariot because the major arcana cards, I always feel... they're that bigger, like they're big life moments. And so if I can give a timing, yeah, this is summer energy. This is summer energy. So this is the part of you that needs healing is the part of you that feels like you're not progressing, that you've failed, that you've been defeated. And it's okay to feel like that. Number 1, I hate when people say, oh, don't feel that way. Well, I can feel like however I want, okay? We need to validate each other's feelings, and we need to leave room for people to have those feelings and experience them sometimes in our presence. So telling someone that they shouldn't feel a certain way, then don't do that. Don't do that. So if you do feel this way, feel it. Sit in it. Allow it to move around you. You move within it, process it so that you can actually release it and let it go. And this is, our Chariot. If I saw this in, any other kind of reading spot, anything like that, I might say, oh, you're moving in the right direction. You're right on track. Don't let go of the reins, but don't be yanking on the reins, like all this kind of stuff, except that this is about what needs to be healing. And it's the part of us that feels defeated. And that's okay, because I think a lot of people are kind of feeling that way right now. Like no matter what you do, it's just not working. And I get that. I totally get that. So, focus on that. Give that part of you some love. And if what you're doing isn't working, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to take a break from it and go do something else that will work. We know this because whenever we have something that is sort of hard to do, or we have to sit down, and the other day I realized that my driver's license had expired and I had no idea because I didn't get a letter from the government saying, hey, you need to renew your license. And so I spent the whole day putting off renewing my license because I kept thinking, well, it's just going to be a problem. Like I'm going to get in there and they're going to find some reason they can't do it. Like nothing's easy, right? Like I've just, and lately in my life, the last few months, everything has been a bleeping struggle. Like just every single, like even right now, like this morning, trying to set up an Etsy account. I know, you know what I mean? It won't accept the banking information that the bank gave me, right? Like just stupid stuff like that. Like that's why I put things off because I'm like, it's not going to work anyway. So anyway, that's my that's my little drama that I'm having. And so what I did instead of going onto the website to renew my driver's license is I cleaned my kitchen. So my kitchen was pristine, the laundry was folded, and I had done all kinds of other things because those are things I know I'm good at and will be successful at, that it will be easy. I wash the dishes, it's done. I'm good at that. So this is what we do. This is why we procrastinate, is because we find something a little overwhelming, a little daunting. We're probably already assuming, oh, this is going to be hard. There's going to be roadblocks and everything else. So we go and do something that feels good, that we're good at, so that we get a win. we get a little dopamine, we get a little serotonin, all the brain chemicals are flowing when we step back and look at our pristine kitchen. So that if what you're doing isn't working, go do the dishes, go fold the laundry, go for a walk, go do something else that you're good at, that you'll feel successful at. And that was a really long way of saying go do your dishes. Go deal with the big pile. And if everything is just overwhelming, then just take one little thing and just tackle that one little thing. And so the part of you that needs healing really will benefit from a win. So go do something and then celebrate that and rest in that and sit back and look at it and just be in that energy of, yeah, that worked. That was a good job. Everything went well. And because once I got my driver's license, and to be honest, it took me about 4 minutes, boom, 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 everything done, no issues, no problems. Driver's license is on its way. And then while I was in that energy of, wow, that was really easy, I went and did a whole bunch of other things that I've been putting off, and they were all easy too. Everything, it was almost like the gates opened up and everything became easy, and I was no longer getting these blocks. Today I got a banking block, so we'll see. It might be an Etsy block, I don't know, but it's not accepting the numbers that the bank gave me to set up with Etsy. So, yeah. I don't know. If you sell on Etsy and you can help me, please let me know, because I don't know like what numbers to be putting in. I went to the bank. I told them exactly what I want to do. And yeah, I even printed off the page and they filled it in for me and gave me that information. I go in to put it in. It's not working. So nothing to do with the reading, but if you know what to do, please tell me. I'm not going to read reversals for this. Thank you. How to begin the healing process. Love yourself, love the people around you, love yourself, allow yourself to be loved. Accept the love you are being given, regardless of what it looks like. Because sometimes, all the time, we want love the way we want it. We want it to look like the way we want it to look like, so we recognize it. But there's lots of ways that people show love and give love and express love and are in the active state of love that don't necessarily look like what we think love looks like. And we, see this all the time. Text me when you get home. That's love. That's somebody saying, I love you so much. I want to make sure you're okay. My husband, before he leaves work in the morning in the winter, he'll wipe all the snow off of my car, so I don't have to do it if I'm going out. And then that's just love. He doesn't need applause for that. Most of the time I even forget to say thank you because I go out, but I do say it. I'll be like, oh, thanks, but I say it out loud when I'm standing next to my car. So, but that's just love, right? I make my husband a cup of coffee every day the way he likes it. He'll make himself his own crappy cup of coffee, but the one I make, that's love, because I know how much he loves it. So when I make it for him, I know that he's receiving it as love, right? So that was a big lecture on love, but this is how to begin the healing process. Make the decision that you are love, that you give love easily without expectation, and you receive love easily without feeling debt to that person or that thing or whatever. You just have to make the decision to love and be loved. What is it they say? What's that song from Moulin Rouge? Oh, I'll have to look it up now. Whatever the line is. Yes. I can't remember. Oh gosh, now it's going to haunt me. Okay, go look it up. And then you'll see what I mean. The line, the greatest gift of love. Oh my gosh. And I would look it up on my phone, but my phone is filming. Okay. I'll put the quote in the description. I'm going to write that down. Moulin Rouge quote. Moulin Rouge quote. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Thank you for your patience with me. My mind is everywhere. Okay, so that's how we begin the healing process. We just make the decision to do it. And what will healing bring to your life? Oh, so good. You'll be so much more patient with yourself. And you're going to be so much more patient with everybody else. That is, everybody's going to get to go, and exhale, including you, because you will do it first. And then you'll be able, that will like by osmosis or something, ooze out to the people around you. And no one will be able to really pinpoint and put their finger on what was the shift, what was the moment, but they'll definitely feel it sort of like in retrospect. They'll be like, oh, yeah, things got better, didn't they? Everything that just kind of got that little bit better. But you will definitely be feeling a million times better because you will have, you'll be so much more clear thinking because this unhealed part of you isn't going to be running the show and driving the bus. So you'll be so much more clear thinking that you'll actually be able to cut out anything that's not serving you. You're going to see everything and everyone around you so clearly. And yourself as well, because, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut out all your BS, all your bullshiz, all your negative thoughts, all the stupid things you tell yourself, all your destructive behaviors, we all have them. So don't think this is a single person issue. We all have these issues and we all do it. But now we're consciously eliminating them. You're going to cut out people who are not serving you. And that doesn't mean that they bow down to you and everything else, but it's like if they're not bringing something to your life, like joy, love, entertainment, support, if they're not bringing any of those things to your life, you can cut them out. This card, this I would say, this is the cut a bitch card, right? Like this is the woman, she doesn't mess around. She does not mess around. She will trim the fat like nobody's business. She will cut everything out that isn't bringing her joy and love and happiness and fulfillment and support. She'll cut it all out. So don't be afraid to do that. And you may find yourself all alone. And that's actually a good thing because then you've got a blank slate, new you, and you're going to be able to actually attract people and things and moments and events and circumstances that are so much better for you. And it's all so simple. It's all so simple. Just make the decision. Just make the decision. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to click subscribe. I'm so close to 300 subscribers. If I get to 500, then I can start a membership here. In the meantime, I do have a Patreon. I'm going to pop the link in the description here. Check it out. And, you know, it's the cost of a cup of coffee a month to be in my Patreon. I have put all kinds of stuff in it already. There's all sorts of articles and things. And as we build up the Patreon with members, I'm going to start doing some exclusive readings for members of the Patreon. And then if I'm doing them live, then people who are on the Patreon, they won't have to pay to get a reading live here on YouTube because I am going to start doing live readings again. I did a couple of them in the fall and I did one in December. So I'm going to do more live readings here. People who are members of the Patreon won't have to pay to have a card pulled for them here because I'll be doing, you know, a few dollars to pull a card. I'm going to do a couple more free live readings and then they're going to become a paid element. So, because got to pay for the internet, got to pay for decks of cards, got to pay for the hydro bill, all of it. So let's, you know, let's get used to the idea that we may have to be paying a few dollars a month for all the goodness in sort of the private areas of my stuff. This will always be free, so you'll be able to tap in anytime and get the benefits of everything that's going on here. So again, don't forget to click subscribe, leave a comment, let me know you were here, and have a magical day.